Danganronpa is a new one. I watched the Danganronpa anime a few months ago and just totally fell head over heels for this franchise. I immediately went to go buy the games, and oh my god, if I thought the anime was good, these games are fantastic! They're amazing! The writing is so good, I love all the characters, the art, just everything about this game is chef's kiss, but not Terra's kiss. He knows what he did. Anyway, today I'm gonna rank everybody in the Trigger Happy Havoc cast. When I finish Goodbye Despair, it will get a video of its own, but for now, we are going to rank the Trigger Happy Havoc cast. I am ranking all 16 students, including Mukuro Ikasaba. Hi, I'm CureInvdaerZcat, and I like ranting about anime, cartoons, and whatever else I'm into at the moment. And today, we are gonna rank the cast of Trigger Happy Havoc. Disclaimer before the video starts, because this is Danganronpa, I cannot help but add disturbing imagery to the video. It's honestly, I don't know how I'd be able to make this video without adding at least a little disturbing imagery, because that's kind of just how Danganronpa rolls. Punishment times will be shown, and cruel punishment times where people are getting tortured. I mean, it's cartoonish, but it's still kind of cruel and unsettling. Death scenes will be shown, although censored. They will still probably make a few people uncomfortable. And through editing, I'll try to censor out any cuss words, but if a few sneak in, I am very sorry. I tried my best. So, was Mukuro a bad character? No, not exactly. She wasn't a bad character, but honestly, she just kind of wasn't there. I guess we technically met her. Okay, no, we completely met her, but here's the thing. If she was just a normal student and didn't have some, like, mind-boggling revelation to her, she would by far be the boringest character in the cast. She was so bad at pretending to be Junko that Junko literally killed her.
I'm sorry, little one.
Like, her as Junko was really boring, and we hardly got to see any of her. She kind of just showed up and died, so I can't really rank her any higher than what I truly did. Yeah, I think I am pretty justified for ranking Taka this low. He made it just a little bit over halfway through the killing game, so we did get to kind of like hang out with him a lot, but honestly, his character was just shallow. I think he had the most shallow character in the entire cast. He basically just yelled at us for the entire game, and then went silent after Mondo's punishment time, and then died. Honestly, his death was the one I was personally the least sad about. When he died, I was like, oh no! Haizumi! And Taka. Taka just wasn't there, he wasn't it, and I don't think he's very popular among the fandom. Also, his I swear, some of these ultimate talents are just not ultimate. Like, he's the ultimate moral compass. What the heck's that even? Like, he's the ultimate good boy? Like, does he even deserve to be in this school? Byakuya, oh Byakuya. Listen, I hate Byakuya. Maybe it's not like a strong hate, but I strongly dislike him. His character in the anime was fine, I guess, but in the game, oh my goodness, he was so absolutely savage. His insults were just insane. Oh my god, someone put a muzzle on this guy. It was just so absolutely unhinged, and he was really rude for like no reason. I get it, he thinks he's better than all of us, which I guess is a reason, but that still doesn't justify the fact that he's a horrible human being. I really don't like the way they presented him early in the game. they were showing that he was having fun within the killing game, but the way it was written just wouldn't let me believe that's what he was really feeling. I think most of the writing in Danganronpa is great. I think the writing in the game is absolutely fantastic, but the way they just presented Byakuya did not sit with me the right way. They were trying to present him as kind of this sociopathic character to me, but it just wasn't landing. There are a ton of sociopathic characters in Danganronpa, like Sho and Junko, for example, and they do a really good job of actually showing what it's like to be a sociopath, but Byakuya's character felt like somebody, or he was forcing himself to be a sociopath instead of just being one. They explained in the game it's because he's like the ultimate prodigy, that's how he was raised, but it just doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't like the way it was presented. So you may be wondering, Zcat, if you're ranting so much about how you dislike Byakuya, why isn't he the lowest on the list? Well, do you know how some people say there's a character they love to hate? I honestly never knew what that meant until I started to love to hate Byakuya. I love to just make fun of him so much. The amount of Byakuya memes I have in my gallery is absolutely unhinged, and they're all absolutely hilarious.
Meme! Approved!
Also, I started playing Goodbye Despair, and like I said in the intro, I have gotten past the first class trial, and oh my god, I am never going to look at Byakuya the same way ever again after playing that game. His death was just mind-boggling to me. I honestly thought he'd be one of the survivors because I knew he was in Ultra Despair Girls. So when he died, I was just so flabbergasted, shocked, and confused. And when we play the game later, I hope we get an explanation to why Byakuya is now like thicker than Haifumi. But I don't think I'll ever be able to look at him the same way ever again after playing the Goodbye Despair. Celeste Ludenberg. Oh, I totally butchered her last name. It's whatever. Her character wasn't much. She was a very calm character. She kind of just blended into the background a little bit. Her design is definitely more interesting than her actual character. She was really mean to us throughout the entire game. And if you ask me, I think she had the worst punishment time out of all 6 punishments, I think. With their punishment, they never really presented her as a witch, so her getting burned to the stake was kind of weird. However, I did think it was funny that she got ran over by the fire truck at the end. I mean, her murder scheme was good, but there's not much going for the character itself. Leon Kawada. First of all, his name is super weird. He's Japanese, but his name is Leon. What the heck? Anyway, because Leon was the first to die, he wasn't the first to die. He was actually the third to die, but he was the first one to get murdered. So I really didn't have enough time to get attached to him or anything. But even if he wasn't the first murderer, I'm not sure how much I'd like this. I mean, he seems like a goofball, a little, but from what I can remember in the game, he was always just very serious, but he didn't have too much of a personality, because like I said, he was the first murderer and the first to die, so no use giving him too much of a personality. Also, he killed one of my favorite characters. I will stand up and never forgive him for that. I mean, I guess I understand he wanted to escape and all, but bro did not have to kill Mizuna. I am going to be completely real with you guys on this one. The thing Hiro had the biggest impact on me, the thing about his character that stuck with me the most, is the fact that he is still living and breathing. How in the world did he survive this thing? I can't believe no one tried to murder this idiot. Oh my god, how did he live? How did he survive? That's gonna be one of the world's greatest mysteries, along with what's the Coca-Cola recipe. Now, in the original trailer for the game, there was actually a drawing of Hiro dying in Mizuno's spot to kind of troll the players. So he was kind of just a troll character, but I am honestly shocked that he was able to survive. For Hiro's character himself, he's kind of silly and he ain't smart. Also, he was kind of mean to Toko a few times, but he was really mean to Toko, and if I'm going to be real, that's kind of understandable, but he was quite cruel. But there was a lot of cruelty in this game, so I guess I'll just let him slide. I don't know, Hiro isn't the most special character, but he was one of the survivors, and honestly, when you play the game for 32 hours with no sleep, you'll kind of start bonding with the survivors a little bit. So, while I was ranking this, gonna be completely honest, Hiro and Hifumi were really neck and neck. They were close to tying. Hifumi, okay, first of all, some people say Hifumi's a creep, which, yeah, he can be creepy, but compared to other characters in the franchise, I really didn't think he was too bad. He's the ultimate fanfiction writer. Not sure if that's something you need to get into an elite high school for, but okay. Anyway, he likes anime. I like anime. I can relate to that. His favorite anime also has pretty in the title, just like my favorite anime does. Overall, his character isn't too special, but I don't think he's horrible either. I just think he's kind of just a chill guy. As for the human themselves, Shihiro. Oh, also for Shihiro, I am going to use the pronouns he, him for them. Shihiro is kind of transgender, but at the end of the game, he did seem like he wanted to be more masculine, so I will respect his wishes and use the pronouns he, him. Shihiro's design is really cute, and I definitely think they were a good character. They did kind of cry a lot, but their design is just so cute, and they are just so silly. Shihiro reminds me a lot of Tails, kind of. I honestly thought they had the same voice actor, and then I searched it up, and they didn't, so I was wrong about that. Shihiro was another one to die pretty early on, so it's not like we gotta connect with them too much, but they are a pretty neat character, and I do like them. Okay, so this video is long, a lot longer than I would want it to be. Honestly, if I continued ranting about the rest of the cast, this video would probably be about 40 minutes long, considering that the more higher up a character gets on my list, the more I typically want to talk about them. So if I continued ranking, the video would get very long. So I'm going to stop it here and then do a part 2 some other time. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and if you like this video, you should go check out my animation channel. I just released a new animation that I think is pretty funny, so you should go check it out.
Will you date me?